Hey there, true believers. Ever wondered how Marvel Comics went from its humble beginnings to becoming a cultural juggernaut? From the streets of New York City to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, Marvel has crafted tales that have not only entertained but also shaped the very fabric of pop culture. Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 Marvel comics that changed everything. Whether you're an old-school aficionado or a die-hard fan looking to brush up on your Marvel lore, this journey is for you. Number 1. Fantastic Four, #1, 1961. Starting off strong with Fantastic Four, number 1, published in November 1961. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby introduced us to Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, the team that would become Marvel's first family. Unlike the perfect heroes of the era, these characters had flaws and personal issues, making them relatable on a whole new level. This issue was the birth of the modern Marvel Universe. The Fantastic Four's cosmic adventures expanded Marvel's storytelling into science fiction realms. They weren't just battling petty criminals, they were exploring alternate dimensions and facing off against galactic threats like Galactus and the Silver Surfer. The interpersonal relationships, complete with sibling rivalries and romantic tensions, added layers of depth. Fantastic Four, number 1 wasn't just another comic. It was the catalyst that ignited Marvel's rise, paving the way for an interconnected universe filled with complex heroes. Number 2. Amazing Fantasy, number 15, 1962. Swinging into the next spot is Amazing Fantasy, number 15, where Spider-Man made his debut in August 1962. Created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, Peter Parker was a teenager dealing with typical adolescent issues alongside his newfound powers. He wasn't a sidekick, he was the hero of his own story, and that was revolutionary. What set Spider-Man apart was his flawed humanity. His origin story, marked by the tragic death of Uncle Ben, introduced the iconic line, "With great power comes great responsibility." This was a departure from the invincible superheroes of the time, adding a moral complexity that resonated with readers. Spider-Man's cultural impact is immense. He's a global icon, starring in comics, animated series, blockbuster films, and video games. For the expert fans, it's fascinating that Amazing Fantasy was slated for cancellation, making Spidey's introduction a last-ditch effort that paid off spectacularly, reshaping Marvel's future. Number 3. The Avengers, #1, 1963. Assemble. The Avengers, number 1, published in September 1963. United Marvel's mightiest heroes: Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Ant-Man, and Wasp. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby crafted a team that was greater than the sum of its parts, bringing together standalone characters into a single narrative. The real magic was in the team dynamics. These heroes didn't always get along, and their clashing personalities added complexity to the story. This issue set the precedent for crossover events and an interconnected universe, allowing for richer storytelling. It's interesting to note that Captain America didn't join until issue number 4. The Avengers, number 1 wasn't just about forming a team, it was about creating a cohesive universe where characters' lives intertwined, leading to more intricate plots and grander adventures. Number 4. Giant-Size X-Men, #1, 1975. Mutants Unite. After the original X-Men series struggled, Giant-Size X-Men, number 1 in 1975 revived the franchise. Len Wein and Dave Cockrum introduced a new, diverse team featuring Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, and Wolverine. This inclusivity was groundbreaking, bringing in characters from various nationalities and backgrounds. The X-Men became an allegory for social issues like racism and prejudice. The new lineup tackled themes of discrimination and acceptance, resonating deeply during a time of significant social change. This issue marked the beginning of Chris Claremont's legendary run, elevating the X-Men to one of Marvel's most successful properties. Number 5. The Death of Gwen Stacy. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 121, 1973. Hold on to your hearts. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 121 delivered one of the most shocking moments in comic history, the death of Gwen Stacy. Writer Jerry Conway and artist Gil Kane broke norms by killing off a major character, pushing the boundaries of storytelling. This event marked the end of the Silver Age of comics, introducing darker themes and more mature content. Spider-Man's failure to save Gwen added a layer of tragedy and emphasized that consequences in the superhero world could be devastatingly real. The debate over whether Gwen died from the fall or Spidey's web snapping her neck adds depth to the narrative. This storyline fundamentally changed Spider-Man and set a precedent for future comics to explore more serious themes. Number 6. Secret Wars, 1984-1985. Venturing into epic territory with Secret Wars, Marvel's first major crossover event published from 1984 to 1985. Written by Jim Shooter, this 12-issue series brought together a who's who of Marvel heroes and villains on Battleworld, courtesy of the Cosmic Meander. Secret Wars wasn't just a massive slugfest, it introduced the symbiote suit that would become Venom. The series blended storytelling with merchandising. The tie-in toy line was a commercial success. Secret Wars set the standard for future crossover events. It demonstrated the potential of large-scale storytelling and its impact on characters across multiple series. Number 7. Infinity Gauntlet, 1991. Glove Up. The Infinity Gauntlet is next on our list. Published in 1991, this 6-issue series by Jim Starlin explored Thanos' quest for ultimate power by collecting the 6 Infinity Gems. The story delved into cosmic and existential themes, with Thanos wiping out half of all life to impress Mistress Death. The scale was unprecedented, involving nearly every Marvel hero and redefining cosmic storytelling. This series heavily influenced the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Infinity Saga. Differences between the comic and films offer rich discussions on adaptation. The Infinity Gauntlet elevated Thanos to one of Marvel's most compelling villains. Number 8. Civil War, 2006-2007. Choose a side. Civil War tore the Marvel Universe apart between 2006 and 2007. Written by Mark Miller, this 7-issue series addressed themes of security versus freedom, as heroes clashed over the Superhuman Registration Act. The conflict between Iron Man and Captain America wasn't just physical but ideological, echoing real-world debates on privacy and government oversight. The storyline had lasting impacts on character relationships and the Marvel Universe's status quo. Expert readers appreciate how Civil War intricately wove together multiple series and characters. Number 9. Ms. Marvel, 2014. Kamala Khan. Embracing the new age with Kamala Khan's debut in Ms. Marvel, #1, 2014. Created by G. Willow Wilson and Adrian Alphona, Kamala is a Pakistani-American teenager who gains shape-shifting powers. Her stories explore cultural identity, religion, and adolescence, bringing much-needed diversity to comics. Kamala's fangirl nature and relatability echo early Spider-Man vibes, resonating with a broad audience. Kamala's integration into the larger Marvel Universe demonstrates how new characters can refresh and enrich long-standing narratives. Her success underscores the importance of representation in storytelling. Number 10. House of X and Powers of X, 2019. Wrapping up with the mind-bending House of X and Powers of X series from 2019. Jonathan Hickman revitalized the X-Men franchise, introducing bold concepts like the mutant nation of Krakoa and Moira McTaggart's reincarnation powers. The innovative storytelling, with nonlinear narratives and data pages, reimagined mutant mythology. It set a new direction for the X-Men, impacting all subsequent mutant-related titles. Expert readers relish the depth and complexity Hickman brought to the series. From the groundbreaking debut of the Fantastic Four to the revolutionary reimagining in House of X, we've journeyed through the comics that didn't just tell stories, they shifted paradigms. Each issue on this list played a pivotal role in shaping Marvel Comics and, by extension, the entire comic book industry. These stories introduced us to characters who are now household names, tackled complex themes, and weren't afraid to push boundaries. They've impacted not only avid readers but have also influenced movies, television, and pop culture. Marvel's influence continues to grow, inspiring new generations of readers and creators. Who knows what the next game-changing comic will be? One thing's for sure, the Marvel Universe is ever evolving, and we can't wait to see where it takes us next. Thanks for joining me on this epic journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, share with your fellow Marvel enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe for more comic book insights. Until next time, keep dreaming, Keep reading, and as always, Excelsior.